The opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Eastlink Community TV, its sponsors, or partners.
Happy New Year! I'm Chris. My friends call me RT, and this is RT Cooks It. Welcome to our New Year show. We're going to cook up some tasty treats today and hopefully have a good time. Welcome to New Year's in the Shed. Today we're going to cook some wonderful appetizers, some small plate kind of stuff. We're going to do a couple dips here right now, and a guacamole, which is one of my favorites, and a spinach dip is one of my other favorites. It's probably the most requested dips I have. They're the two that everybody seems to like the most that I make, and they're all very straightforward, and I've been making them kind of the same ever since. And I don't know if you guys collect kitchen tools, but I have a lot of kitchen tools, and a lot of them are not very useful. But this one is actually quite useful. This was from my brother, who enjoys guacamole as well, so he gave me this. You got one piece for cutting, and then you pop it open, and you just simply scoop this in, and it breaks up the avocado for you, which is kind of nice. I mean, I know there's ways you can do it. There you go, get the pit out, take the pit off. Ooh, almost lost it. And then right across, and you get you get all the avocado out, nothing to it. I always like to put a bit of lime right on top of the avocado after I cut it, because it'll stop it from going brown. So you really got to be careful, because avocado will turn brown on you. So there's the avocado. I have some tomatoes and some onions out here. We'll go ahead and chop this up. I have some started already. So New Year's in the Shed for me is about friends and family. And we're going to have a crowd over tonight. What I'm making is only one piece of everything we're going to have. Everybody is bringing some sort of dip, appetizer, something small. Everyone's going to have a taste. The other thing we do is we spend the evening playing games. We play cornhole right in the shed. We throw axes around right in the shed, darts, ping pong, or not, beer pong, but not beer pong. We just use the ping pong balls and throw them into cups. And everybody keeps track of their score. And as we go through the evening, you go ahead and keep track of your score, and you add it all up in the end. And one of the fun things I like to do is I make everything multiples of 3. So if you get it in the center hole of the cornhole board, that's 9 points. If you get it on the board, that's 6 points. If you get it leaning against the board, that'll be 3 points. And what's fun about it is counting by threes when you're having a good time and enjoying the evening is challenging. So it makes the adding, it makes everything, and I have a lot of fun watching people, because you end up with the scores that are not multiples of 3s, and it's like, I'm not sure how you got here. And the other fun one is I take, so we'll put a little bit of salt and pepper. So we got onion, tomato, salt and pepper, and lime, quite a bit of lime. We'll just use a fork in here, and we'll squeeze in a lime. So, the other thing I do is I only put out one pen, and I chain it to something. So I'll chain it over in the corner, so you can't even write it down when you're standing there. So you got to keep track of what you're at while you're playing the game, and then you got to walk over to the pen, and everybody's fighting over the pen to write down what the score is. I give my hands a little rinse, but it makes for a fun evening, and we have great prizes. We give away beautiful chunks of birch, bit of barn board. We've given away reusable bags. Just, anything we have laying around, we make it fun, and we make sure everybody's having a good time. So there we have a beautiful guacamole all ready to go. That looks like this is perfect. I like the big chunks. When you scoop it up, you know you got a bit of guacamole. I'm going to wipe this off a little bit. The other thing we're going to make is a spinach dip now. And the spinach dip is another real easy one. It all goes together so fast. And it's equal parts mayonnaise and sour cream. I use full fat, everything full fat mayonnaise, full fat sour cream, or Miracle Whip. There's like two sides to this whole thing about Miracle Whip and mayonnaise. So I like Miracle Whip myself for salad dressing. Anyway, we got those two, and when I make this actually for my wife, when she has get-togethers, I use Greek yogurt. I use 2 parts Greek yogurt, and she loves it. It's a little healthier. Not what I'm after. If I could find a way to put bacon in these 2 dips, it would absolutely have it. So equal parts mayonnaise, sour cream, and that's one of those small sour cream containers. So I think it's about 250 mils, and then the same of both. And this is just a package of vegetable soup mix. We get that in. One important thing to remember with this spinach dip is this dip needs to sit in the fridge. So this is a dip normally you would go ahead and make even the day before. Now, I mean, I'm making it here today because we're here shooting a show, and of course, you know, you got to make it now. So we'll mix that around. That's the mayo, and we'll take some onions and some water chestnuts. And here we have, this is another, and I talk about kitchen gadget because I just happen to have 2 here today that I'm going to use. This is another one, and I picked this up a long time ago. This chopper, and I don't use it as much anymore because since I bought myself a nice food processor, but this is a little hand chopper. You got a little blade. We'll pour those water chestnuts right in there, and we'll put about the same amount of red onions right in. Losing it now. Get the top on, and you'll see this, and especially out in the shed, the food processor's in the house. If I really felt I needed it, I'd bring it all the way out, but we'll just get. So here we go. You can see, does a wonderful job chopping up. We'll have a look. A couple more spins on it, and it'll be ready. Give it a little tap. Hope that wasn't too loud. Sorry. There we go. So we have our onions and our water chestnuts all mixed up, and we'll get those right in the mix. Get those right in here. And then the last part of this, of course, is the spinach. And, you know, I know some people don't like spinach, and I don't know any way to make spinach dip without spinach, so I guess you'd have to have a different dip, maybe non-spinach dip, I suppose. I don't know, but anyway, I'm just being silly. But here we go. We got this wonderful mixture, onions, and now the last, and definitely not least, is our spinach. So this is a full package of spinach that I steamed in a frying pan or wilted in a frying pan. So you just put it in a frying pan. I put in maybe a couple tablespoons of water, maybe 3 tablespoons of water, put the lid on it, and let it wilt down. And as soon as it's wilted down and cooked through, the stems are the big one. You got to pay attention to the stems. The stems are the ones that'll come chewy. So this, I just take this, and then I cut it this way. And then I bring it all back together. So like I said, the stems are the ones that'll get you. They're the ones that'll be chewy. So keep chopping, keep chopping. As soon as it's wilted and steamed, you go ahead and take the lid off and let the moisture go out of it. So this has been in the fridge overnight, and this is a trick I've talked about many times, is your fridge has humidity control. So to use your fridge to take the moisture out of things, I left it in the fridge. Little bit of a mess. I left it in the fridge uncovered overnight. That helped drain it out. That helped dry it out a little bit. And it makes it much better for the dip if you put it in too wet. Now, if you're going to use frozen spinach, which works great as well, and just get it and chop it up, but make sure you wring it out. So I wring it out inside of like a dish towel. So here we go with our spinach dip. We'll get this mixed around, all mixed up. This is looking wonderful. And these, we're going to put out crackers. We're going to put out some corn chips, flat pretzels, all kinds of different things that you can go ahead and dip in here. Everybody has different preferences, what they like to have. So I think we got 2 wonderful dips. What we're going to do next is I have some leftover Jigs patties from Christmas, and I froze them, and I'm going to make some Jigs egg rolls, and we'll see how that turns out. So we're going to give it a try. I've never done it before, but we're going to try it. And the other thing we're going to do is a bit of chopped moose, fast fry chopped moose. And as soon as we come back, we'll get right into that.
At Hickman Automotive Group, we believe that family drives everything. Whether you're heading out on a family road trip or just running errands around town, we have quality vehicles you can rely on from any of our 9 dealerships across Newfoundland and Labrador.
Welcome back to our New Year's special. What we're going to set up for now is we're going to deep fry, we're going to do chicken fried moose, which is moose sliced up, thin, chopped up, and we put it in chicken batter. Then we're going to go ahead and deep fry it, and we're going to make egg rolls is the other one. Now, I've never used these egg roll wrappers before, so we're going to figure this out together. I have leftover Jigs dinner patties that I made at Christmas time. I'm quite surprised I had any left over. They were a big hit, but really you can only eat so much. So I had some left over. I'm going to try and make a Jigs egg roll, and I'm going to take what I put in the Jigs patties, which is, of course, your standard. Maybe that looks like too much. I don't know how much to put in here, so we're gonna figure it out as we go. The package says, put it this way, and then it says pull this side over. I got a little bit of egg wash. I don't know, but I do know egg wash helps hold things together. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I think I've done it wrong already. No, I'm backwards. We're just going to open this up. We're going to start over. We'll do a retake. Put some egg wash across here. So what we need to do is we actually need to put the corners in first. That's what it said. Corners in first. This side then over. Roll it over. Oh, it's starting to look like something. I think it's almost looking like an egg roll. I mean, I don't know. Get all this in. Get this rolled. We want it to seal. That's the biggest thing. So I think we got something that looks like an egg roll. So we'll start there. We'll get through a couple of them. There we go. That is 4 egg rolls. I got to make a lot more egg rolls, but for now, while you're here, I'm going to go ahead and get through this so you can see what I'm doing, and you can see what I'm doing tonight. And when you all show up at my house tonight, you know what you're going to be eating, and don't forget to bring something when you come. So here's the moose. The grain on this piece runs across, so I'm going to cut across the grain because I want it to be a little tender. And this is a moose we harvested last year and put it in freezer bags, vacuum bags, and saved it. And it's in great shape. As long as you take care of it and take the time to care for it, you're going to get a great result, and you'll have lots of time. So that piece I'm not going to use because it looks pretty light, like a lot of sinew. So here we go, cut it up. We'll keep going through this, and every time you bring it up, you look at the grain. So the grain goes this way on this piece of meat, so I'm going to turn it this way and cut across the grain. That way it's going to help tenderize what you're at. And we'll go ahead and cut this last piece, and then I'm going to batter it up. And the way I am going to batter it up today is actually let me get my hands a bit of a rinse. Give my hands a wash. I'm going to shuffle a couple things around just so I'm set up and I can be ready to actually put this all together. And that, we have a good sample of moose there. We have a good sample of egg rolls. I'm just going to set this cutting board off to the side. I'll leave that knife with it. We'll get our chicken coating, which is, like I said, readily available. And of course, you can make chicken, fried chicken with the same thing. You can make chicken fingers. You can make all kinds of different things. So we'll get this in here, and all we're going to do is we're going to get this coated. And I like to let it sit in here and absorb some of that coating. So it gives it a little bit of time. You almost get a little bit thicker coating. So what will happen now is it's going to sit in here. Oh yeah, that's looking good. So that's going to be a nice, just a nice moose bite that we're going to have as a snack. And what we'll do is deep fry that. And I put out a whole bunch of different sauces. I put out sweet Thai chilies. I put out barbecue sauces. I put out hot sauces. I put out ranch dressing. I mean, all kinds of different things. It's whatever people like, and I like to make sure there's a really good variety. My wife makes up some wonderful labels. We set it out across the board, and you can just go pick whichever one you want. So we'll have, let's say we'll have 10 dips out there. And from that 10 dips, you can pick whatever you want to have on whatever we're deep frying that night. So now, I'm gonna stop there. I got 4 egg rolls, and I got some chicken fried mousse. Everything's ready to go. I'm gonna get the deep fryer on the go, and we'll let that warm up. And when we come back, we're gonna get all this in the deep fryer and have a sample. See you shortly.
At Hickman Automotive Group, we believe that family drives everything. Whether you're heading out on a family road trip or just running errands around town, we have quality vehicles you can rely on from any of our 9 dealerships across Newfoundland and Labrador.
Welcome back to our New Year's celebration. We have a deep fryer on the go here, and it's these metal trays on top of my flat top grill. I've done this many times, and I'm very comfortable doing it. I mean, I'll give the where we say don't try this at home. Like I've done this a lot. I know the trays are going to hold up. I know the grill doesn't get too hot. I know what the settings are. I have my handy dandy fire extinguisher with me. We are in the shed and we're deep frying and we have open flames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the egg rolls straight in, and I'm going to put those in ever so gently because I don't want them to stick. So we'll just get those in, and hopefully they're not going to blow apart. Like I said, I've never used these before. I think they're going to work out well. I really don't know how long they're going to take. Once they look like they're done, we'll call them done, and we'll put them, and we'll take them out. The chicken, not chicken, the moose, and the moose fried chicken is we have chicken fried moose. I don't know how to say it. I can't say it sideways on me here today. It is New Year's, so we're having a bit of fun. So we'll take this and we'll just shake this coating off a little. And with this, we're going to lay it in across, and we'll just go slowly. Oh, those egg rolls look good. We'll just lay this in slowly, spread it out. There we go. Perfect. Now we'll let those fry up. The egg rolls, I think, I might turn them just to see, but they sure look like something's happening here, and it looks like they're holding up just nicely. Well, these egg rolls sure look good. I don't know that I'm going to tell anybody I've never done this before. I'm just going to tell them tonight that, yes, geez, I make these all the time. You guys never had them? And the moose is, oh yeah, the moose is looking good. That'll take a bit of time. Give those a little roll. I do have a little glass container on here at the back. I'm warming up a little bit of gravy because I think the Jig's egg rolls should really be dipped in gravy. I don't know what else to dip them in. Maybe you guys know something better, but for me, I think the answer is going to be gravy. So I'm warming up a little bit of gravy. I'm going to pull everything over while we let that fry. So we have a variety of chips, and we have some pretzels, some pita ones. These are some corn chips for the guacamole. I have my variety of dips. Unfortunately, my wife is not here right now to make some lovely signs, so it's kind of roulette of dips. You don't know what you're getting, but go ahead and try. I'm gonna try them all. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're doing well. We're doing well. I'm gonna take the egg rolls out. Almost. No, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes because they are gonna get some time to cool down. Hopefully I don't regret my decision. I'm gonna go ahead and get the spinach dip I'm going to get the guacamole. So I have the guacamole here on a plate. I'll put this here. Everything's looking good. Back over, we'll get that spinach dip out. I've put it in a nice little boat or a bowl. Nice presentation. I'm going to turn all these off because we're done. Turn all these burners off now, and we'll get everything out. So we'll get the egg rolls. Let them drip off a little. They look good. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to these egg rolls. So Jig's egg rolls. Let that drip off a little bit. We'll get this mousse out of here. Chicken fried mousse, nice little coating on it. Oh, they're looking really good. The mousse looks delicious. Everything here looks like it's going to be delicious. And I hope it's as good as it all looks. Now, we'll get all these pieces out, all these bits and pieces. This is going to have to cool down before we do anything with it. So we'll give that a little bit of time over here off to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and get those dips set up so we can get into them. We'll put it all together, and then we're going to eat it. I got the gravy here. I'm just going to take that gravy off because it is boiling already, so we'll take that off. We'll leave the chicken fried mousse, and we'll leave the Jig's egg rolls. I'm going to show you my little trip. This is my favorite part of serving guacamole. This is how I like to serve it up, and everyone really gets a kick out of it. So I've taken the guacamole, put in plastic wrap, and then I'm just going to take a plate, flip it over, and then you just peel it off, try and get it out. Oh, it didn't even stick. So there's the guacamole. And then we'll take some of these scooper corn chips and just spread them around the outside of it. So this is one thing I really enjoy serving. It's popular. Everybody likes it. And then you can go, there's the guacamole. We got, we'll put the corn chips in here. People can grab them. From there, we'll get that mousse, and we'll get the egg rolls. I'm going to grab a plate. We are in the shed, so we have paper plates readily available. I'll grab some of the finest paper plates available, and we'll get an egg roll. We'll get a couple pieces of that chicken fried mousse. I just want to get it over here so I can have a taste. I got a lot to eat, and well, I got a long time to eat it too. So I think we'll start with a spinach dip. This is a delicious dip. It turns out very consistent, which is nice. And the big chunks of water chestnuts and the red onion, it gives it a nice texture. And then of course you get a delicious taste simply from vegetable soup mix. It's so easy. As good as always. Like I say, these are two I make all the time. I've never used these scoops before. Brand new thing I saw. I figured I'd get them. Let's see if they hold up to the guacamole. Unbelievable. That looks delicious. That looks good enough to eat, and I'm going to eat it. The guacamole is absolutely perfect, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of pepper across top that for the next people that are at it. We'll get into these egg rolls. Now, there's only one way to find out how this egg roll turned out, isn't there? Cut it open. Well, it looks like Jig's dinner inside of there. We'll give it a little stir in the gravy. Hopefully I won't burn my face off here. Let that cool off just a touch. I'm looking forward to this. If you're going to try anything I've made while you've been watching these shows, try this. Wow. A little bit of salt, a little bit of everything. It's like Christmas dinner come back to revived, and it's wonderful. bit of that chicken fried moose. We'll play the roulette. I don't know what I got. I know one of them's hot, and I like hot sauce, so this one looks hot to me. Hopefully we have some tender moose. Sometimes you don't know if you've ever done any moose hunting. Sometimes you bring a moose home and it's not very tender. I think we did well last year, so. Chicken coating on moose, winner, winner. Thanks for joining me New Year's Eve, and thanks for coming along on another cooking adventure. Can't wait for you to get here later so you can try all this wonderful food. Have a wonderful new year for you and your family.